Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Here we are for our Sunday stream, 37-32. We are already over halfway through chapter 37, which is awesome. Really solid progression in here. Got all the team set, so we're going to go ahead and do a couple summons. Looking at our builds, we only have a couple heroes left like we've seen before. We have Walker for the Light Bearers, that is it. On here we do have K-Sauce. We have a lot of copies to get him actually built up to 2 stars and then a couple more stars to add on here. Granite is already done as well. We got him up to Ascended. On the Wilders, we have to build Mishka. Still have Mishka to build out here. Graveborn, we don't have any Graveborn left, but we do know that Dali right now is talking about a new Graveborn hero. So I believe that is going to be the new one up. We know we do have a new Celestial hero as well. That is coming up on Tuesday, the Crafter. Interesting enough, a lot of players haven't found very many uses for him, so we're going to have to see it when it comes up online. Let's see what we got here today. We got Devon here, Mr. Boy Scout, Levi and Lazarus, Javid is here, Sheen Evil as well, Gary, Ace O Spades, definitely ready for some progression. 16,000 diamonds. So in the last week, guys, we made 16,000 diamonds, which is awesome. Hopefully can make some more progression in here. We've been trying to do engraving, but it is super slow. So the resources in here, the mats that it takes for this are incredibly slow to get, even with purchasing the packs. The engraving mats are slow, which is one of the reasons why so many players looked at, were so concerned with the pay-to-win aspect of it. What's going on, Reggie? Thank you for joining us. We got a couple stones here, guys. We have 6 Elite Hero stones, which I did the Voyage of Wonder. I did the new Peaks of Time. So we got some cards out of there, got some diamonds, got some pretty much everything out of there. So let's see. A lot of food. Ostrilda, I think we can use, but look at that. Double Ogie food, double Graveborn food, and a Mauler. That is a horrible pull. What's going on, Space Trooper? Lewinsky and Hyatt as well. And Johnny from the Philippines, thank you for joining us today. We've still been focusing on levels, guys. If you remember a while ago, we have focused on building levels. We are trying to get up to level 500. We are already at 483, so definitely making some solid progression there. Everything that we have been purchasing has been levels, guys. We have been focused on building up the levels to get to 500. We know the Abyssal Expedition is coming pretty quick, so I'm hoping we can get there. Making progression too, struggling with 3860. Yeah, that's far down there, Sheen Evil. We'll be there sooner or later. All right, so we got 11 scrolls here, 50 of our common scrolls. We picked up a lot of those out of the event that is going on right now, the circus tour. I'm getting some free stuff out of there. 277 of our companion points. So we'll go ahead, we'll do our summons. Hopefully we can pull some elites. Hopefully with some furniture, we get some more of the heroes built. Still got to build out the rest of Merlin. So just some food on that one. We got 50 scrolls here, so 5 summons. So we know we're going to pull an elite out of here, which there is one, guys. Hoping it's Mishka. We need a couple copies. It is a copy of Ira. Remember, we do have food in the wish list because we don't have any more heroes to build. Back-to-back elites, very nice, which is Morrow. We can definitely use some copies of Morrow. It's not too bad. 2 elites so far. Should be able to pull one more. I'd like to see a double or a triple here. Last one gives us one more elite. Trying to complete chapter 29 so I get the hero rewards from Misty Valley. Is it okay to just stack one team? Honestly, I would stack one team, which there is a copy of Brutus, guys. So we get another card. We're going to go Wilder again, looking for Mishka. Yeah, the Wilder team is getting there, guys. We almost have everyone built. It's very, very cool to see. All right, so we got 11 scrolls here. Again, sticking with our Wilders. Just some more rare cards. So we got 2 copies of Mishka here, 16,000 diamonds. We're going to pick up the 2 out of here. That way the desired summons for the next 2 weeks are done. So first one just gives us some rare cards. Not having very much luck at all on the summons today. And I'm hoping we can pull both copies here. There is the first one. That is the unlock. So now we have Mishka unlocked. The new Celestial coming, I'm not too worried about building, which is kind of unfortunate. I thought he would be a little bit better. Just finished Alna and Lucretia. If you have, I would build out the twins, or I would at least have the twins at Elite Plus. I would have Mortis at Elite Plus, and from there, I would build out Mahira. Mahira and Khazard are usually the next ones kind of in line. So unfortunately, we didn't get the other copy for her, but there it is, guys. First single pull. That is what I want to do. I want it to be done with the copy. So we have 0 of 7, 13 days to be done with that. So that will do it for the summons. Stargazing, we have Athalia. We finished out Athalia last time, which I know Zafriel we're going to build occasionally. You know what? I'm going to go with Zolrath. We'll do one pull for Zolrath in here, just for the simple fact he's a hero that I definitely want to use, that I would definitely like to build. Single pull, we got a Graveborn card. No more copies, but that's okay. I think we can add a couple more stars, though. Got some more elites. Definitely some more Elite Plus food. So Morrow picks up his first star, which I still haven't used him. But there is the engraving for Morrow. And then, of course, we have Mishka with food, literally just waiting for her. Need more copies of Mishka. And then she will be all set. We even have the Elite Plus food sitting down here just waiting for her as well. So it's all about food, guys. That is really all that we are waiting for a majority of these accounts. Is just the fodder heroes. We can get, there's 2 summons right there. Heroic Ship, Mishka, we get a few free copies out of there, which is awesome, including that one. In the Elder Tree, we did max it out. We had it maxed out right here. 112 is our max. Now we need more Twisted Essence. We can actually get it a little bit higher out of there. For Mishka with me. Mishka, it's kind of hard to find some comps with Mishka. Most people have been running her with the 5-pull. That's what I've seen most commonly, is running Mishka together with the 5-pull. Seems to work pretty well. I'm not sure if Sheen Evil knows any of the other copies or any of the other formations that Mishka was used in. After what stage of progression do you think your priority will be PvP? Probably never, Robert. Just for the fact, I'll show you even in PvP here, I really don't focus on it. I don't even think I won any of these games. These are the formations that I built. Don't even know when. Probably quite a while ago. I mean, we have Grez and Thorin. I haven't really rebuilt the PvP formations. Might come eventually, depending on the heroes I get. I figure sooner or later I'm going to have to build out everybody else, Robert. But right now, I haven't. Mishka is a she. Yep. 37 is the wall, just like what Javid said. 37 is the pre-nerfed part. So that's kind of the pre-nerfed. We want to get up Leonardo quite a bit. We want to finish out Merlin here. We want to finish out Athalia. So quite a few heroes that we need furniture for that we're still building here. And then we'll get into the campaign. Hopefully a little bit stronger, which there is a piece for Leonardo. So that'll give him his 3-piece right there. I feel like Merlin, we still need to build up that 9 of 9. Yeah, PvP, I've never been super built. Every game that I've played, I'm not super into the PvP competition. I love the game itself versus just the PvP, especially here, because it is absolute insanity on how much money, which we got double for Namora. That's good. She didn't have any. But it's crazy how much money people put in for PvP. I haven't seen anyone using Mishka at high level deficiencies. Yeah, that's kind of the part. And that's what a lot of people were saying, Sheen Evil, is when it gets into higher level deficiencies, players are not using tanks. So what do? They come out with, there we go, guys. We got Namora to 3. We got Leonardo to 3. But a majority of the tanks, nobody is using. That's kind of the problem that we've seen. All right, so we got 3 there, which is good. We got 3 over on Leonardo, which is good. Unfortunately, didn't get any. We have none for Zolrath right now, guys. We have 0. But hopefully pretty soon, see, not enough. We're going to save our 1 card on the table. If I had an 8 of 9, we could go ahead and finish someone out. But we're going to save that 1. So again, not very solid with the pulls, not very solid with the summons. Burn some of our resources here. Got a Graveborn card, which is a copy of Silas. Just more food to add onto the fire. A couple more Wilders right there. And then we got 3 stones, which is Grez. Nope. Theowen we can use. Still not 5 stars. I don't think she's at 5 stars. She might actually be. So again, just adding more heroes. So what I've been doing with my heroes, if you guys have noticed, Rickety Cart, you can actually retire the heroes in here. So as I get 3 of a faction to Legendary Plus, I just retire them. And then I've been buying and building up that Elder Tree out of there. Mishka and Raku. Yeah, Mishka and Raku, I've seen, Reggie. There's been a couple. Again, I've seen it in the 5 pull, and most of them have been with burst teams. So when you're fighting the burst teams, killing off the wolves, kind of sacrificing Mishka's wolves to allow her to ult really fast. If you built this furniture, you can actually, each time that they build, her attack rating goes up and her attack speed goes up. That's what a lot of people have been doing with Mishka that I've seen, is just sacrificing the wolves, guys. But like Sheen Evil said, when you look at classes overall, this tanking class, if they don't have immunity, which the Grez only combination has immunity, you have immunity here with Albedo. Thorin, of course, the Thorin cheese, immunity with Brutus. If you don't have immunity, none of the other tanks are used. Why no guild? I'm actually not in a guild right now. We are in transition to restructuring casuals. If you guys notice over on Discord, we are doing a little bit of restructuring. So I will be in a guild shortly. I have to wait the 1 hour. So I dropped out of the other guild. I have to wait an hour before I can join another guild, Lazarus. It says none here. Yeah, yep. So I left casuals for the moment. For the moment, again, we're restructuring some of it within there. And it's changing a little bit. So there will definitely be some changes. All right, guys. So I have the team set. Big out to Sono Rez. He let me borrow his Belinda. But I am just going to run these. Looking at previous formations, 5 to 10 minutes for these teams to work, for the RNG to actually work. So we have all of our teams set. We have all of our gear set. I think all except maybe Rose. But yep, we do have everybody set on there. So we're just going to let it run, guys. We are going to let it run. What's going on, D? I haven't seen D in forever. I don't know where he has been, guys. But he has not been around here on the streams. Yeah, again, no guild right now. We're in the hour cooldown period. So victory pretty easy on the first one. This one, again, all of these formations have been tried and true. Boom. I love Ainz. Ainz is just a monster, guys. I was just about Furry's main account just because there's a point in which progression takes forever. Yeah, and Robert, honestly, I want to get to that point of the point of progression almost coming to a standstill. Many of you guys know I've started playing a couple different games. AFK Arena, which I'm going to do a video a little bit later tonight. A lot of people are kind of concerned with AFK Arena. That's kind of the short of it. Even the player base for AFK Arena has been down probably about 30% in the last 2 months. So it kind of stinks, the amount of people, the amount of players that are leaving AFK Arena. But there's a lot of other games coming out. There's a lot of changes. Even a lot of the players that used to play this game and used to play it very religiously, which Thorin Cheese guys worked on the first try. Wow, 1.35 billion. But I will always play AFK Arena. It is a game that I'm going to stick with till the bitter end. Regardless of what it comes to, I will definitely add there. They need to add something to the tank class because it underperforms. Mr. Boy Scout, I have been absolutely saying that for months now. The big thing with the tanking class is they don't have the damage mitigation when it comes to level deficiencies. So we've actually said that for, again, quite a while. They have to add a mitigating factor in there to allow tanks to live. That's really the biggest thing. Without mitigation, without heavy mitigation or immunity, the tanks are nothing. So it's unfortunately the tanks really don't perform without that mitigation factor. And a lot of the tanks don't have a mitigation factor. So it kind of sucks. For late game, what do FHG and Sheen Evil think are the heroes the most players don't realize are going to be super important? Honestly, when it comes to the heroes that are going to be super important, right now, it doesn't really seem like any of them. And it's sad to say, Levi, so even do a quick rundown of our last couple of heroes that we've gotten. So last one that seemed pretty effective, I would say, would probably be Raku. Raku, we know, was super effective. But then when you look again at other heroes, so thinking down the line, look at, they came out with Titus. Titus, nobody uses. They came out with the Crafter or the new hero that's coming out, nobody really uses. A lot of heroes in here, like I said, Titus, nobody uses. Zekus, nobody uses. We have Leofric, nobody uses. There are so many heroes that they just continue. Walker, nobody uses. Even Granite. Granite does have a little bit of a crowd control aspect, but again, most players don't use. Mishka, again, most players don't use. Even Hodgkin, when he came out, most players don't use it. None of probably the last half a dozen heroes have made it to any meta formation, period. Which is, in my opinion, super unfortunate. But they never made it to a meta formation. None of these heroes. And I wonder if I put gear on all these guys. See, I thought so. We'll get it down. Again, it just takes some RNG. Even there, Oden just got killed by Shimira. And Damon and Alna died out pretty quick right there. Yeah, Hodgkin is used in AE, but a lot. Some of the things that I look at, Ace of Spades. So the kind of the trade-off, and this is what I look at, is the time, resources, cost that it takes to build Hodgkin. So we know Hodgkin is a decent tank. We know overall Hodgkin does work in a couple formations as a buffer, but ultimately, can another hero be used in place of Hodgkin? Which, I mean, the answer there is absolutely. So Hodgkin might be the best in slot for AE, but Hodgkin, there you go. So Hodgkin replaces Rain in the Lucius Grez if you have him at 20 at a 203. But again, can I do the stage? And this is, again, to Levi's point, can I use a hero that I already have built, or is it going to take me building another hero to really be effective? Which for the most cases, I can just replace or get a very similar use out of using Rain versus using Hodgkin without having to spend the time and resources to build Hodgkin. That's kind of the big thing that I look at often is the cost of the heroes. Yeah, this one we're getting a little cheesed. We need a little more damage to take down Thorin, but again, just takes RNG. And Shimira getting that ult off. Oden, we're losing relatively early. Wonder what some of the other formations. We use Antandra 309 sometimes in the Charmaza. Yeah, and that's the other thing with use Prince on the team. We could drop Prince in here. The other thing is, just like Sheen Evil said with Antandra, you can use it sometimes depending on the teams you're fighting. And that's really the other, kind of the other side of it, is really dependent on some of the teams that you're fighting. Certain heroes do work incredibly well. I mean, honestly, there are some that do work incredibly well that make a difference in a formation, but might only be niche in the formation that doesn't have, you know, a massive utilization piece to it, I guess. Yeah, Kaz is another hero, just like what Sheen Evil said. Kaz with 309 has the RNG to get through damage or get through. Oh, we got it. Oh, I thought we had it at 0. I think that might have been the first time we killed him. Some of the RNG with Kaz, that 309, is the ability to dodge magic. So again, if you're running these stages and you're running them multiple times, Kaz can dodge magic. Kaz, I believe, is the only one that can still dodge magic, but that is huge to have just for the simple fact of the dodge, the RNG dodge effect. What's going on, Dominique? There we go, guys. See, took a little bit of time, but we got that one down, 37-32. That is right, guys. More progression. What do I think about K-Sauce? K-Sauce is the hero, and unfortunately, it falls in with most of the Maulers' Life Leech. The Life Leech ability needs to be reworked. The Life Leech ability needs a lot of help. I mean, honestly, I think they really need to rethink Life Leech, would be my honest opinion. Because if an enemy is shielded, even looking here, if an enemy is shielded, the Life Leech effect has no effect. Life Leech will do nothing if the hero is shielded, which again doesn't really make sense because now you have an entire faction that is built on multiple heroes in here having Life Leech that does nothing, essentially. Yeah. How much did you pay for in-game stuff? I would say probably around 12 is where we're at, 12 to 15. I know there's a calculation to do it when it comes to the VIP points you have and things of that nature. I haven't tracked it in a considerable amount of time. But I would say roughly that's probably where we ended. It's been a while since we put anything into AFK Arena short of the weekly cards I still do get. And then, of course, the Noble Society. And that's it. That's kind of where it stops. I know most of the other content creators I talked to did the same. Not many people are putting much into AFK Arena really at all nowadays, which is pretty surprising. SI plus 20 is pretty easy to build. Ascending Hodge is probably the most resources. Supposed to get 3 furniture on him as opportunity cost. Yeah, I'm waiting to build the furniture. I don't think I have the furniture on him right now. Let's swap this. Entendre is pretty tough to deal with sometimes, guys. We go. So we got an AoE stun. Prince of Persia, I still do love. Such a very cool hero, guys. I also heard rumors that Taili 309 E60 is played on the 40+ chapter, but I can't confirm. Yeah, Taili, I believe we have built a little bit. I don't think anywhere near that high. Let's try. This is really the other solid formation for progression. You just need the RNG of Lucretia living. We might have to swap her to the top. Just because Nara's picking up the target when they're going in. We'll get it. Yeah, Taili is one, or Ty Lee is one that I haven't really used very much. I could see her being good. You definitely have to invest in her, significantly invest in her. Yeah, that's the exact reason, Javid. Just like you said right there, that is the reason why I have been pushing levels like we have. The game is about levels, guys. The levels will overtake the formations. You can run over everything within formations if you have levels. Honestly. You know what? Let's go back to our Eins comp. Where is... Yeah. Tylea is one. Again, I haven't built. I'd be interested to see exactly how effective or how ineffective possibly that she is within there. Albeto's doing pretty well, though. Let's see, I think we have another formation. We don't want Zafriel in there. Let's see. You know what? Let's go Merlin. See if we can get... See, I don't have that. I don't have Merlin's 9 of 9 yet. Which I think would make a really big difference in here. Arena, I think, is leaning towards the PvP build with the feature of new. It seems like, yes, a lot of the heroes, the newer heroes have been kind of the PvP build is what I've kind of seen. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be really interesting to see what the fate of AFK Arena is. I think I got all these heroes. They are... I thought everyone was all geared up. Which we don't need double shields on here. I've just been slowly building heroes over and over and over. And Eins, of course, built up. Got him to a plus 34 signature item just using the mats that I've been picking up out of there. I play to collect. Yeah, that's what I do the same. That's why I have everyone built Lazarus. I really do build to collect. When does Eron? So Eron only 5 pulls when you have Skarath. So Skarath is the key to the 5 pull. His 3 of 9 furniture pulls everyone together. Right here, the top and the bottom come to the middle, allowing him to pull everyone. That's the 5 pull. The 5 pull that we've known to grow and love. My opinion, the most important thing is what characters are played strongly depends on who is playing and what level deficiency. Yeah, we've seen a lot of players that are running level 200 plus level deficiencies, which is kind of crazy. But a lot of players are doing it and doing it well. Just takes time. That's really the big thing, just like we see here. If you're running, you know, a level 200 level deficiency, which this I think we can swap because we don't need... but if you're running a 200 plus level deficiency, it can be done, and a lot of players have done it. The big thing is the amount of time that it takes to go through stages. That's really the big thing. If you're going to sit here and just equip your heroes and go ahead and macro everything, it's going to be pretty easy to make it through stages. It's not going to take as much time to make it through a lot of different stages, just for the simple fact that you have everything macroed. It'll actually make it relatively easy to get through here. And I built the first 5 for the first team. I want to make sure we got these. So formation 6. And again, I set all of these formations up. That way we could try to make it through a couple stages in here, is what I'm hoping. Which this one, again, we got Mizoth in here. That's not really going to make that much of a difference. Then we have Eins, which that one as well. And swap Merlin in here. We have Kelthar, we have Rain. Let's do Lorzen. All right, we're gonna let it run. Yeah, that's the big thing, D. That a lot of players have done is just the sheer number of just macroing the heroes. Honestly, that's what a lot of people do, and that is how a lot of people do that. I think let's swap back to where it was. I didn't see Nara over there. And again, these are formations that worked previously right around the same level is what I was looking for to try to keep it somewhat even. What's going on, Great Day? And Furious Lion, thank you for joining us for the stream. I think I almost like the first formation we had. I also love running Khazard in this formation, just for the duration. Let's see, since Raku is really not doing too much, we could switch this up a little. What's going on? The Minecraft man. Future with nerfs. Yeah, so like we said a little bit earlier, this is unnerfed territory. Chapter 37 is still unnerfed. It's part, I'm sure within, I'm trying to think maybe the next patch or two, you'll probably see a nerf coming for this part of the campaign. So getting into this area, I'm sure, is going to be nerfed relatively soon. Do you use Charizard or Mika Raku more for that comp? I use Charizard. That's usually my go-to. This one is usually the go-to formation that I have. And it always seems to work pretty well. Again, it just takes RNG. See right there, Khazard lived, which usually does not happen. But the RNG that this game brings is incredible. Even there, Leica lived a little bit. We still got Khazard up. We still got Rose up, Mihira. So we'll get there. What's going on, Leo? Just continuing progression through 37. So 37, 36 is where we're at now. Again, these formations, guys, 5 to 10 minutes for normal progression to get through here and kill out these stages. Boom, if we can keep this up, just need a little bit more energy faster. Which Isold is probably going to kill everybody out, is what I'm assuming there. Mizoth here, give 2 hypo effect and die really quick. Zap, I don't know really. Yeah, Zap's another one that I need to build, guys. I have not built Zafriel. New Celestial, I don't know what Sheen Evil's thoughts are on the new Celestial. From what I've heard, the initial thought, what people have said, is not too impressed with the new Celestial. Again, I haven't used the new Celestial, so I'm not 100% sold. But again, a lot of people have said not too impressed with the new hero. The Charizard team, Khazard always dies in the first 10 seconds, but it usually works out. Yeah, because he still has that deficiency. Remember, guys, if Khazard dies, I try to keep him alive, honestly. I have him fully maxed out, trying to keep him alive, but the plus 30 signature item is what he needs to make this formation really, really do well. And sometimes Rowan will survive. Rowan, I'm going to build up a little bit more. He's another hero I would like to put a little bit more furniture, get that all maxed out, and then also get some engraving on him so the potions can work quicker. I think that's going to make a difference. I know he's not a huge priority on there, but I would like to see it. Which even there, Rowan got 2 ults on that one. He's still up. Very nice. Almost got another ult. This might be it, guys. We might be able to get it. Can Mihira pull it off? No, we're not even doing any damage to him. Skorath is just going to destroy us. The new Celestial PvP will be good for campaign Weather Week. That's kind of the consensus for the last, like I said, half a dozen heroes that I've seen. What's going on from Lebanon? Oh yeah, we're going. Stuck on the cheese stage. Yeah, the cheese, the Thorin cheese, guys. You guys know how much I like and dislike the Thorin cheese. Same with Rose. I feel like if we built out Rose a little bit, if we finish off her furniture, she could do pretty well. Because even there, Rose died right off the bat. So we know that's not going to work. But you never know with the RNG on what it's going to look like. I feel like Rowan does need to live a little bit longer. What's going on, Chaotic? I'm still pissed about Titus and Leofric. You'd think Helios would be OP. Yeah. So you got to figure, even like we said, Titus, Leofric, Zekis, a lot of players are not using either. Helios, a lot of players are not using. It seems like they're making all of these Celestials and Hybridgen heroes, and nobody's using them anyways. So what's the point really of building all these different heroes if nobody's using them? It kind of sucks, to be honest, that they're coming out with all of these heroes, and again, nobody's using them. I mean, it really speaks to, in my opinion, the quantity versus the quality, kind of the debate there, where they keep pumping out new heroes that nobody's using. Check the artifacts. Thoughts on the Climbers pack? The Climbers pack, honestly, I would pick it up, and I'm going to pick it up just for the simple fact it's similar to the packs we already get with the advancement rewards. That's a good buy for the cost for the value. That's really what we look at, is the cost on there for the value, and it's a pretty good pack. There we go, guys. Remember the 5 to 10 minute window. Boom, Charizard works again. And this one, we built out Queen. Remember, she is fully decked out, guys. Always had faith, always wanted to build Queen from the beginning, which we did. Very nice on that one. Ronan Rosicall, Raku Longbow, like a Shroud. Yeah, we changed up a couple of them in here, which Nara again. Every time we fight Nara is just always a pain to fight. There we go. We need the slow. And Pharrell is still up back there, but energy is none. Okay, though, it's a slow burn. Got to get him down quicker. Guys, fighting Thorin is pretty tough as well. And even having Damon completely maxed out, guys, he's just getting melted. But there, Oden is up for a minute. He makes a big difference, because remember, the longer he is alive, the stronger he becomes. Grez has got the plus 60 engraving. I'm going to run out of time again. We're getting cheesed here. Oceanic Strings. So I have used it on a couple different heroes. Kind of went back and forth with it. It seems like a pretty solid artifact overall. Let me make sure Damon has gear. I was just thinking, I was like, does Damon have any gear? You know what? Let's put the barricade on him. We're running pretty short on gear again. He shouldn't be dying that easy. I mean, I'm not sure how much the gear is going to make a difference, but it didn't. Engraving on Pharrell is very good. I did it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the swap. So many of you know that I went with Flora. So we built out Flora. Not too happy with Flora, guys, at all. I feel like Flora should get a little more love for how she is used and how she's built. Doesn't really make a difference. So we just I'm gonna reset Flora. We get one reset, guys, which is coming on Tuesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. The one reset will be up, and I am resetting Flora, guys. That is going to be the one that I am resetting. Let me make sure Grez has got gear too. See, everybody, I thought we could swap up his artifact, but ultimately, so we need one where Oden lives again. I love towards the end when Oden is ulting every few seconds. So yeah, I love Oden. He's a hero that I might swap to. I'm kind of between either doing Oden to plus 60 or doing Pharrell to plus 60. What do you think, Sheen? Should I go with Pharrell? Problem I have is Pharrell dies a lot. Honestly, that's kind of the thing that I've noticed is Pharrell will die a lot. And even trying to keep Ulna up, we cannot have this many enemies on. See, let's try. This is where the artifacts make a difference, guys, because if we pop the Shroud on there, I was hoping the shielding would make a difference, which there Damon ulted, which doesn't happen, or it hasn't happened before. There we go. So we ulted again right there. Yeah, not sure that's going to make a big difference. Oden, of course, Pharrell for PvP. Thorin 60, regret after 10 hours of retries. Wow. If you make Thorin too strong, guys, the cheese will not work. You have to look at a much higher deficiency. It's not going to work if the cheese is too close in level. Thorin doesn't take enough damage. Maybe swap Silas for Damon. Yeah, we might have to. Just for the fact that we're not keeping these heroes up, which we just borrowed Zorath. I think Sidlax gave us another Zorath. And now that we have Silas in here and we're healing Ulna, Ulna gets killed pretty quick. So Pharrell stayed up that time, but we lost Ulna. See, just too much damage down here, guys. But Silas also brings a big attack buff. I went for Oden 60, and I don't regret it. Mistake is 9 of 9, and oh, so you went? Did you build him all the way out, Javid? Did you built him? Yeah, the E60 for the 150 energy, 9 of 9 with probably the plus 30 signature item, I'm assuming. We still got Pharrell up here. But it's funny that he just never can ult. The combination of Nara and Pharrell have always been pretty strong. And we have a Noki, which is just throwing up shields on everybody. This is a pretty tough team. I might swap it out. But again, we know these formations have worked. But I just wonder because I think Ainz is our last team. Just because this team is carrying so much damage. Now, if we ran this enemy team, we wouldn't quite have the luck that we're seeing here. Again, can't even get Prince of Persia to ult. Let's try swapping it this way. How does Grez work as a carry? All their carries I know, AoE clear. He just overruns. So once Grez gets a lot of his minions up, it's really hard to kill him just because of the minions that he has. And then the combination with Ulna is they do the immunity. That's the big thing there. So that one was pretty close. And still having the issues with tanks, guys, like Arthur. Most formations do not utilize Arthur anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's been the way most tanks have just went. The stage is the same as 3728. If you want to check how you won 28. Oh, I'd have to go ahead and use. I'd have to go look through everything to figure it out. Building a Screg invade and wondering should I get Zephyriel or Athalia? I like Athalia. I like Athalia just because you can target one specific hero. It makes a really big difference when it comes to the damage. We might be able to get this one down, guys. There we go. Oh, Thorin cheese. Which we got the team here. We got the links. Just got to get this one to work. That was close. VIP 15. We're only at 15 right now. We've definitely made some progression there. Just need him to ult the second time. What mic do I use? I use a blue. I forget which one it is. It's a little blue mic. Actually works pretty well. I've tried a bunch of different ones, and it was the best one that I got for good sound quality. Only like $100. Hippo, I made a new account. I pulled Athalia from 60 zones, and I pulled Damon, Leica, and Tassie. Wow. That is awesome. That is a good way to start a brand new account. That is some solid pulls there. Again, just the RNG to get Thorin to work. This is why so many players utilize the cheese. Yeah, this one is finicky. There we go. So Lazarus said it the best. What stage are you on, Lazarus? I know you're really close to where I was at. Or I think you were on the same stage. And I feel like I need Kelthar. For some reason, I always feel like Kelthar could do more. I need Kelthar stronger. A lot of videos I see when he dies to the spectral form, he takes out a lot of different targets while Thorin is doing his thing. But it works pretty well. Yep, that's it, Philip. Blue Yeti. That's what I have, the Blue Yeti. Best mics that I've seen out there, they had really good reviews. I've actually been using this one for probably about 2 years now. Never any problems with it. Have you taken armor off Thorin? Yes, I removed his armor and I removed his... because the normal stack for Thorin is removing his armor and removing his helmet. So those are the two that we built him with. That way he can take more damage just by the build. Again, I feel like if we can get him to ult, we just have to get him to ult the second time. And I think, yeah, I mean, the builds here are pretty good. Just the RNG of getting it to work. What's going on, Antonio? You made it to the stream. Thanks for joining us. What's going on, True Coop? 3740. So we got to get through here. Lazarus is a little bit ahead of us, guys. And Thorin just needs to do his thing. Yeah, I love the Blue Yetis. Sanity, hi. Oh, Sanity here. What's going on, Sanity? Yeah, I like the Blue Yetis. Like I said, I've had the mic for 2 years. Of course I remember you, Sanity. You have your guild. Just ordered the new Blue Yeti mic for music production. It's only $150 to $200. It's supposed to be really good. Yeah, like I said before, guys, the Blue Yeti mic, that's what I use. And then I have a Logitech camera. I use Logitechs at work. They work pretty good. I think the picture is pretty decent. I could make some adjustments to the camera to make it bigger, to make it view better. I made a couple adjustments, but I could definitely tweak some some things out there. Switch Lorzen with Mizoth 1 is the key. So that is the key, guys. So we put in Lorzen. They said put in Mizoth 1. Where's my boy Mizoth? There we go. That way you do get this energy recovery when injured plus 25%. So that is the key. Remember last time that was the key as well. Come on, need that energy regeneration. Mizoth just sits on his butt. Oh, thank you, Sanity. Yeah, definitely needed the Zolrath. Gonna try out a couple things with Zolrath. I still need his furniture. I still need more copies of him, to be honest. But if we can get this to cheese, come on. Do I know when the new patch? So new patch will be Tuesday. We've always seen it come up on Tuesday. So here the patch notes will drop on Monday in the US. Tuesday it usually comes up. So pretty soon. What's going on, Noah? Got a brand new subscriber to the channel. We are almost at 20,000 subscriber, guys. I think we're at 19,700 something, which is crazy. We're going to do our giveaway at 20,000, so we are really close. I know. Our RNG, bless the cheese. We put the Mizoth in there for the 25% energy when injured. We know Thorin is getting really injured here. Just need to hit that energy mark to go ahead and get him to cheese the second time. And it seems like they're just burning him down too quick. But he's taking a lot of damage there. Of course, Nara is just, even with that cheese, we're only doing, what are we giving away? So usually we give away gift cards, which is what I'm thinking. It's really easy to give away gift cards when it comes to streams. Not sure exactly how much we're going to go. Not sure if we're going to do a couple different gift cards. If we're just going to do one. If we're just going to do one larger gift card, if we could do like a $250 gift card, something of that nature, we'll have to see exactly what it comes down to, what we're going to do. Use Elite Hypo without gear instead of Lorzen. Yeah, that's what we're trying here to get that working. If you ever want to upgrade your audio, you could go for a nice audio interface. Yeah, one thing that I do need, honestly, is a video editor. I need a much better video editor. I use the free one that actually came with Windows. Double cheese, guys. Oh, I thought we might have had it that time. He cheesed twice. That one, he cheesed twice. That is what we need, guys. We need that double cheese. And look at that, Cairo FN. Tutorials are helpful. Thank you for the subscription. Again, we are close to our goal, guys. Oh, want to get this down. Thorin is just dying to cheese this stage out. We've gotten a couple double cheeses, which is what we need. We need the double cheese because also when he kills a target, it heals Kelthar. So that, I believe, comes with the furniture, which I don't think I have. But that makes a big difference. Let me look at Kelthar really quick. Because that is why I needed his furniture. Kelthar is able to trigger the retaliation well in the ability Ethereal Resurgence is a fact. Cooldown time of retaliation. And then retaliation. See, this will give him more damage is my thought. If 3 allied heroes have already died, Kelthar will increase his life leech attributes. See, I feel like I really need to build him up more. Honestly. I feel like Kelthar needs to be a lot stronger. I think it would make a big difference with him. 3 or 4, yeah, we could go 3 or 4 man cheese. But he's in the right spot. He has everyone stacked. I mean, we could drop Rain out of here. Aziz, I like, because again, there's the double cheese. Just not taking enough damage right there. Pippa for Rain. We could do Pippa for Rain. Pippa's one that they do sub in here sometimes. Which again, we'll just have to throw what we have on there. See, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same in that bottom target. Which even the difference there, he didn't even get to cheese that time. See, it does make a big difference because Rain. We should be able to get it. Again, the Thorin cheese is one of the tried and true abilities. It just takes time, guys. It just takes time. Just saying Thorin cheese didn't work well with engraving. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's in Keldar. Oh, so Keldar's skills are getting him healed. Because I thought that was the target. It was if he's in Ethereal. See, he healed right there. So it is in the skills, which is good. What's going on, Paper? And another new subscriber. Thank you for joining us, Sean. Again, well on that road to our 20,000 subscribers, guys. I want to get this one down. The Thorin cheese ability, if we just sat here and macroed it, it would go through without any problems. But it just takes time. We know it works, and we know it works well. Just got to get the RNG. Yes, Bomb, and that's my exact thought. That was the reason. If you look back at a lot of my other videos, I hated the Thorin cheese. Right there was close. We just had a smidge left on Nara. Especially when you sit here and do the Thorin cheese manually. I do not like it. But the one thing that you can say, though, is the Thorin cheese works, guys. We just had Nara there. Nara had a fraction of health on Nara, and she would have been done. And again, it works. By going for the Greyborn faction bonus. We could go for the faction bonus. We got the double. We could even... I'm trying to think, because anyone in here is going to die, so that's kind of a given. We've already used Silas, so that's not going to make a difference. I think pretty much anyone in here is just going to get run over. I know we get a little bit of the Greyborn faction bonus. But I don't know if that's going to be strong enough to make the difference here. 99% are hating the Thorin cheese. Yeah, exactly. David knows the pain of the Thorin cheese. Which here we're not getting the link over there. Again, Kelthar's up there taking out Pharrell. Is there another viable team to replace the Thorin cheese? The big thing, Reggie, is the viable teams to replace the Thorin cheese are honestly the only real viable that I would say would be overleveling. That's really the big thing. It is overleveling the heroes. So if you level up the heroes past a certain point, you won't have to utilize the Thorin cheese, just for the simple fact that you can overpower a stage. And that's what a lot of players do, is they will overpower the stage versus going through and winning the stage or defeating the stage. You can just simply overpower it. He threw up the Jolly Roger. So I feel like if we could get a little bit more, I mean, we could even drop, since we're literally just putting anyone in here. Wondering if we can get a little bit more crit rating. Yeah, that's really the only way, Reggie, is if you're starting to get into the higher level deficiencies, is leveling up. That's really it. So if you're pushing, I mean, what are we at, like 120, 130, probably almost 135, 140. The higher the level deficiency, the better this will work, essentially. Which that one was close. Put in Nara? Yeah, we could put in Nara. But sometimes with Nara is you're going to throw off the team dynamic. See, watch, because now everyone will not stack on Thorin because you drop Nara in here. This is a really fickle formation for the simple fact that if you're swapping other heroes in there, it's not going to make a big difference because you have to have everyone stacked here. Hoping the crit rating will help. Uh, 45 minutes so far. Retrying floor 103 on the Celestial Tower. Yeah. Try Taylene instead of Mizoth. We could. But see, even then, you're throwing off the formation in there because everyone's going to be going for Taylene now. But that was pretty close. Give Rain back or Lorzen for... That's what I was thinking up top with that link. See, and that's why Lorzen and Rain work so well, is the link right there, guys. Because that damage is going to allow Kelthar to come down and actually do considerably more damage. Trying to get there, Sheen. What's going on? I'm in. Now playing elevator music. Round is hard. Might just quit if I get to this stage. And that's it, guys. This is just the RNG of the Thorin cheese. But this is a lot of the RNG of AFK Arena. I mean, honestly. Yeah, I can't use Flora because we're way over invested in her. And we actually started investing in her because of PvP. What was kind of the beginning. Guys, we'll give it a couple more tries. We're just at about an hour now. See if we can get... See, this last stage I think would be pretty easy with the Onligras. But again, with Thorin, they hate the combinations that we run in here. And even there, Pharrell is just falling over. There we go. We got some crowd control up. And Isabella, we know, is pretty tough to do in the back there. Yes, absolutely. Reggie, I am using my engraving reset. I am absolutely going to do it for Flora. Not sure who I'm going to swap it to. I've kind of been on the fence with who I want to swap it to, so I'm not sure yet. I was thinking Oden. I was thinking Pharrell. There's a couple different heroes that we kind of went back and forth on. But ultimately, we're going to have to see. I'm going to have to make a choice. Once I reset, I'll have the mat, so we can go from there and see exactly what it's going to look like. Again, this is another formation that worked perfectly on this. 5-10 minute run, getting through here. But I love the Thorin cheese. Yeah, a lot of them guys are just, again, it's just the RNG aspect of AFK Arena. When you start running, I mean, most level deficiencies are roughly about here, 120, 140. When you start pushing 140 plus, it's a lot harder. Just for the simple fact, you have more tries. You have to try and try and try significantly more. Got through the first three pretty good. But unfortunately, I don't think the cheese is going to work, guys. It's close. Going to use mine on Taylene. I just don't use her. Yeah, Reggie, the only thing that Taylene, that people use Taylene for, put in Athalia. We could drop in Athalia. I'm thinking on... You know what? Let's go for Falks. Just because Falks is a hero that I absolutely hate. And I've seen the cheese done a couple times with Athalia because of that bleed effect. So I thought about being too high for the cheese level wise, but these are the very similar levels. I believe it was 490 that this strategy worked with the Thorin cheese. It just takes a little bit of RNG to get it to work, like we've seen. It worked in the last one. It's worked here before. Looking at AFK Helper, a couple other sources, this has worked at the same level. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, so Thorin cheese, we'll give it 2 more tries, and that will be it for the Thorin cheese, guys. Hating this formation. But they are stacked up perfectly. Just got to get that Thorin cheese to work. So unfortunately, guys, that will do it for today, 37-36. So definitely making some solid progression in here. We're over halfway through 37. So we'll collect up some of our diamonds here. Unfortunately, we did not get lucky at all with the summons, but we continue to make our progression through here. In the event, so real quick before we're done, in the gift card, I've really kind of went back and forth on what I want to buy because I was thinking Ulna, but we have Khazard, we have Zafriel. Let me know your thoughts. Engraving Athalia for Flora. Yeah, we definitely could do that, Javid. I've considered I have to add a star onto Athalia then. So I do need another star in there. So again, I'm really on the fence with this between getting Ulna or getting Khazard. Zafriel, again, he's really PvP heavy. Leofric, not many people use. I don't know anyone who's utilizing Leofric. So Ulna or Khazard are the solid choices. Out of those, I'm thinking probably Ulna would be the choice, but as much as I don't like Flora, I think it would be cool to have her at 5 stars just because extra copies I could use elsewhere. But I think that'll come over time. So, all right, guys, so that will do it for our stream for tonight. I'm saving these right now. I'm going to go ahead, probably pick up copies of Ulna because I have her at 1 star. We've started building out her engraving, but adding more stars into the engraving system is going to provide, of course, more crit, which is going to be nice, guys. So as we add more stars, we can get another, what's that, 12 crit, which is pretty big for Ulna, guys. All right, that's what I'm thinking. Javid says Zafriel. I thought about Ulna because of the stars. Zafriel, I don't know how long it's going to be before I build the rest of the copies of him. That's really the thing. I'm going to have to figure it out if I'm going to go that way. Also, with having Grez built, this is one of the other problems. So I built Grez up, which I absolutely love, but now I have to build up Taylene because I don't have an option when it comes to the Kane boss. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly who we're going to build. Again, I don't know if I'm going to get Zaf, because if I get Zafriel, I'm not really going to do much with him. Honestly, the copy's just going to sit there until we get some more, guys. All right, but that will do it for the stream for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. We are well on our way to 20,000 subscribers. That's right. We're about 200 plus away from having 20,000 subscribers. If you're on Discord, there's actually a couple new channels in there, including Guild of Guardians and Illuvium. I'm going to be making some videos about those and talking about those a little bit, and also kind of the future of AFK Arena and kind of the way that a lot of people see it going. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Anything you guys want to see on here, definitely let me know. And as always, thank you guys for watching.